Howdy, friends. It's time for another installment in Card of the Day, keeping with the nostalgic early Duel Monsters anime era cards for this series. I've already done several. We're looking at Lightforce Sword. Lightforce Sword is a normal trap card. Its effect reads, banish one random card from your opponent's hand face down during your opponent's fourth standby phase. After this card's activation, return that card to their hand. Of course, here is the reprint from Retro Pack 2, which was released last year. The cool thing about these recent Retro Pack 1 and 2 reprints we got is that, with the exception of very few cosmetic differences, obviously the brighter card backing and the fact that they're not printed by Upper Deck, save for and of course, like the more slanted, squared edges on the cards, with the exception of very few cosmetic differences, these Retro Pack 1 and 2 reprints are identical to their original counterparts from the the late 2000s and early 2010s, which I believe is when they came out. So this, of course, is the original text on the effect of Lightforce Sword. Select one random card from your opponent's hand and remove it from play. Because back in the old days, what we now refer to as banishing was called removing from play. But of course, the effect is the same. You just during your opponent's fourth standby phase following this card's activation, that card then returns to their hand. So, of course, this was first used by Yugi or Yami in the Duel Monsters anime during the first duel of Battle City up against the Seeker, the rare hunter who played Exodia on Joey and took his Red Eyes Black Dragon. So now, of course, Yami is challenging him to get his Red Eyes back. And, of course, the Seeker, unbeknownst to Yugi, at least at first, has 3 complete sets of Exodia in his deck. And Yugi, before even realizing that the Seeker has Exodia in his deck, plays Lightforce Sword. And I believe, does it, I forget, I have to rewatch the episode. Does it slash an Exodia piece and remove it from play? And I think in the anime it was only 3 turns. But I forget, I have to rewatch that episode. So, of course, if you're running like a more casual Yugi Battle City deck, this might be really cool and nostalgic to throw in there. That artwork is also really cool. Now, I've seen some people opine that, given how fast-paced and high-octane the pace of today's modern Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG is competitively, that having a card like this would be just essentially removing a card from your opponent's hand for the duration of the duel without giving up life points. However, a drawback is that you don't have any information because, again, whatever card it is that's banished is at random. So you don't know, and it doesn't give you any additional information on what your opponent has. You don't know what card it is. You don't know what cards are still in their hand, nothing like that. And other people, by the same token, argue that it's too risky. It might be a -1, for at least for the duration of your turn. So again, it's another one of those cards where if it's casual and it's very nostalgic, so you might want to play it for that reason. But for competitive play, probably not the way to go. But let me know what you think. Is it a worthwhile card? Let me know what some of your favorite nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the old days, the golden days, are in the comments. Let me know just in general what your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards are. I'd love to hear it. But again, thank you guys as always for watching, and of course, we'll see you tomorrow. It's your move.